so I didn't even have to tell him a lie. If he had any notion of coming to find us and give us our share of the money, don't you reckon he might have asked me where he was headed? He's gonna be mad as hell when he stops for the night and finds out one of them bags is missing, Bart said. If he don't notice before that, when him and the other boys left us back on the other side of Tyler and we started out, you cut back and changed direction so many times I thought you were trying to lose the posse. Then I thought you were just trying to see if you could hurry me along so I'd go ahead and bleed out and you wouldn't have to fool with me no more. Roy laughed. No such a thing, partner. I was more concerned with not leaving a trail for Eli to follow in case he discovered he was missing a bag before we got very far. I know he wanted to do the dividing up himself, but I don't figure we're cheating him or the other boys. There's 4 of them, and they've got 2 bags. That's 2 shares to a bag. There's 2 of us, and we've got 1 bag. Seems fair to me. I ain't never cheated a partner in this business. He decided not to explain one of the reasons he didn't want to leave a trail for Eli was because Bart's condition left some question about whether or not he would make it. There was no sense in sharing Bart's share with the others, if he failed to survive his wound. They sure as hell didn't offer any help to take care of him. With Bart settled against a tree, Roy went to take care of the horses, and when he came back, he collected enough dry branches and limbs to build a fire. You feel like you want to drink a little coffee? I reckon, Bart answered. A little bit, anyway. I don't think I can eat anything right now. That's good, 'cause I ain't got anything to eat. We ought to find something to eat in Tinhorn. You ever been there? Nope. Bart gasped painfully when he tried to shift his position against the tree. Well, I hope they've got some place to buy something to eat, since me and you can afford to buy us anything we want, Roy boasted. How much you think is in that bag? Bart asked, his curiosity stronger than his sense of pain at the moment. I don't know, but Eli said the total shipment was $50,000, and they had it in 3 separate bags. Them bags look pretty much equal, so what's 3 into 50,000? He brushed the leaves away to expose some bare ground to use for a slate. Too bad we ain't got numbers here. He could do this in his head. Roy broke off a twig to use for a pencil and scratched his figures out on the ground. He worked for a while trying to remember the little bits his mother had tried to teach him before she gave up. Hell, I know that 15,000 doubled is 30,000, and another 15 would make 45,000. So that just leaves 5,000 to split up 3 ways. Like I said, those 3 bags look pretty much the same to me. So we know we got at least 15,000 in that bag, plus a third of 5,000. He paused to work those figures in his mind. I expect we've got $16,000 plus a little extra. That'll give us at least 8,000 apiece. Ain't bad for a day's work. How come nobody saw that bag after you took it off Eli's saddle? Bart asked, still amazed Roy had gotten away with it. I dropped it under the creek bank, just in case he did notice it was gone, Roy said with a chuckle. Let's go ahead and count it now, Bart said. It's going to drive me crazy till we do. Roy laughed. It's working on my mind too, so I'll empty it out here on the ground and we'll see how rich we are. They carefully counted all the money in the sack. When they came up with a total of $20,000, they figured they must have miscounted, and counted it again. When they reached the same total the second time, they realized that pure luck had given them a sack with $10,000 each. Them other 2 sacks was just holding $30,000, Roy exclaimed. Damned if we didn't skunk 'em on the money split, and we didn't even know it. He threw his head back and issued a real horse laugh. He's gonna be fit to be tied when he finds out we got 10,000 apiece. After the horses were rested, Roy got Bart back in the saddle again, feeling wealthier than when they had stopped. They continued on to the town of Tinhorn. Coming in from the north, the most critical question in Bart's mind was answered right away when Roy spotted the sign on the first house they saw. Dr. John Thomas Beard, it read. Well, danged if that ain't convenient, Roy declared. Looking up ahead, he could see the town was a little more than he had expected. The next building on the same side as the doctor's was a hotel. That's convenient, too. Although he couldn't read nor write, he knew the word hotel, just like he knew saloon and doctor.